AutoGlanz Aqua Seal, the product of choice for episode number 3, and as we move deeper into autumn and winter, possibly the perfect type of product for this time of year. And with this being a quick test video, I'm going to go with the quicker wet use method, which basically means spraying it onto a wet panel and rinsing it off again. Now I'll be doing this with the pressure washer, although the directions aren't actually specific on that, so technically speaking, you should be able to do it with a garden hose if you don't have access to a pressure washer. And I'm going to have to stop saying pressure washer because every time I hear it back, it sounds like I've been drinking panel wipe. Now, unfortunately with this particular test, the trigger which you've seen me connect to the bottle isn't the proper one which came with it, supplied from AutoGlanz. I can't put my hand on that at the minute, so this is just one from a spare box of triggers. They're not the greatest, but at the same time, all I'm doing is dispersing product onto a panel, so it shouldn't really make that much of a difference. The bigger issue I had was with the strong breeze that meant that only about 10% of what was coming out of the bottle was actually going onto the panel. To be fair though, that's not really anything new. I've lived in this country for 40 years now, so I'm pretty much used to the weather. Never mind that, back to the product in hand. So yeah, basically spray it over the panel. It does say 2 to 3 sprays, but you can give it a bit more if you want, it's up to yourself. And then I like to rinse it from the far end of the panel back towards myself and then push it all back off again. To me this just feels like I'm giving it a more even coverage. Might not make any difference, but that's just the way I've always applied spray and rinse products. And again on the vertical panel, your 2 to 3 recommended sprays plus the 1 extra to compensate for the rubbish trigger. Leave it for an unnecessarily long period of time whilst you go and grab your equipment again. And then thoroughly rinse it off, in this case from top to bottom. And just as you saw on the bonnet, there's an instant change in the water behaviour. The water just wants to get off the car as quickly as possible, which is exactly what you want from a sealant. So the whole point of this series is to go by the instructions of the bottle, and on the bottle it does say to spray the entire car and then rinse it off, using 2 to 3 sprays per panel. So that's exactly what I'm doing now. I'm going to go very quickly, go around the whole vehicle, and then grab the pressure washer, said I wasn't going to say that again, grab the hose and remove it all as quickly as possible. Moving in then for a closer look, and as I spray it again, you can see just how easily the water sheets off. It doesn't want to stay on there at all, and that's exactly why products like this are ideal for this time of year. You don't want to be outside in the cold weather trying to spray on products and buff them off, whereas if you get a product like this out after you wash it, and you just spray it on, hose it off, job done, there's your sealant applied. It might not last as long, but it's certainly a heck of a lot easier in the colder conditions. So that just leaves one question then, regarding the Aqua Seal. So yet another product that was probably never really in any doubt that it was going back on the shelf to be used in another video. Maybe one day we will have a product head to the bin, who knows. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.